Hey, I'm Hannah and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be putting together my daily grind planner. And if you saw my last video, I was a little confused on like just how many months I had. And after sorting through, I ended up with like 4 months. And then actually an extra current life assessment with the 4 months and the 12 month planning things, and an extra month ahead and an extra week. So I don't know if they just are including that now, but I thought it was pretty cool because when I get done with this one and let's say I order my next one and I'm still waiting for it to come in, I can get started already. So anyways, kind of cool. I'm halfway tempted to use a week for my last week of June since I'm excited to start planning. Well, also, like I said earlier, this is not all going to fit just on a disc because it's too big. So what I'm probably going to do is 2 months in this planner and 2 months in the next planner. So I think, let's see, I'm just going to sort out these other 2 months. Maybe I'll put them in the green planner. Like, I love this one. And yeah, if I would have ordered the dividers for this on time, I would have probably used this one because it reminds me of summer. But I will just maybe put these guys in here for my next 2 months of planning and just maybe set them in here for now because I'm still waiting on the bigger discs. Although I do really like how these discs look. I was thinking about maybe using like gold discs or something to like play off these, but I do like these. So I'm gonna wait for my new ones to come in. So with this one, I'm just gonna do 2 months, and I did. So again, the discs were too big on this one, but also I don't know that I like the purple with the pink. It's not my thing. So I pulled these off of another notebook and switched it out for some black discs I had. And actually, I like the black discs better with this one. So anyways, so I'm stealing the lips from this one and putting them with this because I think it'll look perfect. So I'm just gonna get rid of these. They are too big. Anyways, the only problem with the pink discs is that they won't have a hole to put the keychain, but I don't know, maybe I could punch a hole. I'll see if my hubby has any tools that would work for punching a hole in a disc. But at any rate, I'm gonna put these guys on here because I just think that pink is going to be so pretty. It just matches perfect. So we'll throw these on, and then we'll put the dividers and pages in. I'm so excited to set this up. I am not sure what all I want to put in the life assessment and like what I want my 10 things to be, but I'm excited to just kind of work through it and like think about like what do I want to do in the next 2 months. Well, I guess 4 months since that's what the life assessment thingy is for, is 4 months. But yeah, it's going to be a new chapter for me. Oh my god, why can't I get this last one? Because my youngest is going off to college in August, and then I'll just have the step kiddos every other week. Those will be the only kiddos still at home. Oh, that looks so pretty. So that's so different for me. I've usually had anywhere from 4 to 6 kids living with me most of my adult life. So yeah, we'll see how I do with that. So I like to kind of just add these from the back. And you can't add a ton at a time on any disc planner because it just doesn't turn out well. but even just grabbing a little bit at a time, it just goes on easily with these discs. So, because they were going to send replacements for these, but I don't like the purple with it. So I'll get my replacements on the green discs, but on these ones, I'm just going to use the pink ones because I think it looks so pretty. And yeah, I think one of the other things that threw me off when I was trying to go through these was how many weeks were in a month, because some weeks there were, or some months there were 4 and some there were 5 weeks. So I'm sure they did that on purpose since that's how months go for us, right? But since I'm doing this for July, August for this setup, I put 5 weeks in that first one for August, and then I'll have 4 weeks in that one for August, 5 weeks in this one for July. I hope I did that right. If not, it's not too hard to just like take the cover off and slide them around a bit. Yeah, hopefully I did that right. Because July is kind of a long month, just the way it fell this year on the weeks. Okay. So there's those two. And then I wanted to put this in front here so that this is the first thing I see when I open it, and then I can flip to the first month with this Hello Fabulous. And second month right here. I think I did it right. We'll see. Let's see. Let me put. Let's just kind of look at it. Yeah, the first month looks fatter than the second month, so I'm sure I did that right. Oh, that just fits good. I think that's going to be really good. And so then I don't, yeah, I wouldn't add a whole nother month in here because I think it would get too fat for these little discs. But I think what I will add is some note paper. So grab some note paper. I might do some just plain line paper and then also some dot grid. Ooh, or some of my plain art paper. Art paper would be fun. Have some of the art paper. There, perfect. I think that's just the right amount of thickness. I don't really add a lot of stickers to this, so it's not going to get too fat, but if it did, I could take out the extra paper. But I think, yeah, I think it's just right for about 2 months. And really, I think the discs are about the same size, so you probably do need like more than one of these unless you're just ripping out your pages at the end and switching them with the new ones. But I like to, I don't know, I kind of like to have this as my little record, although, gosh, this is so pretty, I might use it more than once. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. All right, so next is going to be plotting out like my month and then filling in the month ahead and week ahead. Hello. Yeah, I think I'll get that, like my 10 most important goal kind of thing figured out, and probably add like an extra week in here as my practice week since I have an extra week. So yeah, I think I will do that. So haven't been doing this really this year, like hardly at all, so it might be nice to have this extra little practice week in the beginning. And then I think, there's not a past week on this one because it's the month ahead. Well, maybe I'll use, my ideas, this, and just do it for June, even though there's only 1 week left. But you know what? It might be fun to do a practice one for a week anyways, even if it's only for the week. Okay. So let me figure that out and I will get started. Okay, so I'm going to start by looking at kind of what I was thinking last time I filled out an assessment, which was April. And I think I also did I do anything else? Oh, I kind of started to think of what the categories could be. And I'm just going to compare these to last time I was actually doing stuff, which was in December that I was actually using these. So this was my top 10 goals. And I think I didn't have a month ahead sheet, so I just made it for myself. And then putting my top 10s in here. So, and I always color code because I like to color code. All right, so let's kind of compare these. I think I was mentioning in my last video how I try to divide these up into mental, physical, spiritual, and social emotional. And that just goes back to when I was in high school at the tribal school, we learned, I don't know, probably different stuff than people learned in public school or other schools. But one of them was about the medicine wheel and how these are the 4 parts of your life to keep in balance. So mental, physical, spiritual, social, emotional. So I was like, okay, if I'm going to keep these in balance, let me make sure that I'm seeing kind of a balance in these 10. And I know that some months, you might be more focused on physical or more focused on mental or whatever, but just trying to make sure that I had included those. So let's see, what are my categories? Creativity, weight loss, home and family, finances, rebounding, AM stretches, PM stretches, self-care, projects, rest, and connect. There's so many times I just kept trying to break this down smaller and smaller so that I wouldn't overwhelm myself with doing different things. So I think that's why, because I'm looking at these thinking, well, okay, like weight loss could include like my rebounding and my stretches, or self-care could include those or something, rest and connect. But from what I remember was my categories started too broad, and then I'd be like, oh my God, 10 totally different things to get done in a day, instead of focusing on 10 things I actually could get done, which is all part of learning, especially when we have ADHD and we like time blindness and like, yeah, shoot, this sounds fun. And then you're like, oh my God, I would actually need 10 days to actually do it. I just wrote down for my 10 things for today. So, all right. So I did have creative expression, weight loss, home and family, finance. Okay. I think these are pretty much the same. I think just here, I was specifically saying my goal for the month was lose 4 pounds, because that's a pound a week. And that seems like it was doable and not so pie in the sky as just lose friggin' weight. Especially when you have a large chunk of weight to lose like I do, because, I did gain 60 pounds since the first time I got COVID in January of 2020. And I probably honestly could, stand to lose like probably another 10 pounds after that. But I'm going to focus on the 60. So, but looking at, oh God, I have to lose 60 pounds all at once is overwhelming. So, but 4 pounds a month, like 1 a week, I can do that. So, okay, I think I actually like these categories. And, I see what I was doing. I was looking at if I wanted to keep them the same or change them. And I think for rebounding, I was making sure I did 5 minutes a day. stretches I was turning into steps and no snacking. Maybe I should do that again. So I fell last week and injured myself. Actually, I dislocated my tailbone. They thought it was broken. It was so obnoxious. Like I knew I was hurting, but it didn't feel like that terrible on my tailbone, mostly my neck. And so I went in and they're like, oh, let us x-ray. Of course, they only x-rayed my tailbone since that's what I fell on. And they're like, oh my God, your tailbone's broken. So like so I guess it was actually like just over a week ago. And then, so that was at the urgent care. So then Monday I went in to see a different doctor in my doctor's office, and I was just like, look, my neck feels way worse than my tailbone. How is that possible if my tailbone's broken? And she's like, well, I don't know, maybe it's referral. I said, is it referral pain? Maybe. And she's like, well, maybe. So like nothing concrete. And so I was like, it's fine. I'm seeing my chiropractor tomorrow. Maybe he'll help fix my neck and stuff. So I showed my chiropractor the picture from my x-ray. He's like, your tailbone's not broken. I was like, thank God, because I was thinking I was crazy that it didn't hurt worse. And he was like, no, it's dislocated. I can just pop it back in. And so, of course, that was terrifying, but it didn't really hurt when he popped it back in. But he was like, yeah, you totally is. So he did x-ray my neck and was like, yeah, you totally have whiplash, and you have the way your neck was kind of like tending to lean before, now it's leaning the opposite way. So you hit it really hard. And, so anyways, that was the exciting part of my week. I've already got enough things I was trying to heal from without like slipping in my kitchen on whatever spills somebody didn't clean up. So, yeah. So these might need to be a little different. Well, maybe not totally different, because I'm already pretty much done with the week of doing nothing that I was supposed to do. I'm like, I was like, okay, I'm going to keep my steps under like 6,000 was my goal. So I think I can go back to at least my water fitness classes this coming week. So yeah, these are probably reasonable. And I do like putting a specific like 5 minutes a day for rebounding and AM stretches. Yeah, well, think about those stretches versus steps. And no snacking is freaking hard. But maybe. Also, since I only have a week left in June, that could be just a 1 week goal. I'll come back to that. Okay, so all right, I think I've got an idea of what I want to do. So I'm going to just add the extra a month ahead that they gave me, and I'll do that for June, even though it's only a week, but it'll give me practice filling these out. And then I'll just do this first week. All right, I'm going to get that set up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is just stick with the categories from last time, and then I'll know for July if I'm still liking those, or if I really actually need totally different ones for this time in my life. So that's the plan, and we'll see how it works out. So we had creative expression, lose 4 pounds, but I think I'm just going to put lose 1 pound. So I'm doing this at the end of June, maybe 2, because I'll finally be able to exercise again. Okay, let's put lose 2 pounds. And home and family, finances, rebounding. I'm going to put rebound 5+ minutes. I've been doing more than that, but that was before the tailbone injury, so we'll just kind of probably do some gentle bouncing on my rebounder. And then I think I will keep the stretches because I have not been always doing those. And I know you can't fix everything all at once. we'll see if this is a doable amount of things. So biggest focus this month. Biggest focus would be continuing to recover. And then what am I releasing? I'm going to release perfection. One of the things I learned actually this month, so earlier in June, was I was working so hard to get everything ready for my son's graduation party, and there were just some things out of my control, like we were supposed to be grilling burgers for like 40 people and the grill quit working, like stuff like that. So at one point my kiddo came up to me, he could see I was stressed out, and he just put his arms around me and he's like, Mom, it's already perfect. And that just made me be like, breathe like a big sigh of relief, but also think, yeah, things don't need to be perfect. It's already perfect at the way things are, whether or not I've hit my goal. What am I most excited about this month? Probably the same thing that's my biggest focus, continuing to recover. As I've been recovering from long COVID, combined with some menopause stuff, combined with some other like just health issues, and then the tailbone thing. So I just don't want to have to focus on health all the time. I want to get healthy and then focus on maintaining it, not focus on wishing I was healthy. All right, so these things, my top 3 priorities this month are probably going to be projects, because I have my business goal, and then self-care, because got nothing if you ain't healthy. And then I'm gonna say probably the weight loss, because I just need to see some progress there. Okay, so what I want to focus on healthy habits wise. Okay, this is too close to the discs for me. Okay, healthy habits. I want to focus on well, it's funny because these are all going to fall in here. So probably my stretches, light exercise, and rest. Hobbies, it's going to be well, things I like to do just to make me happy would be the creative stuff, connecting with friends. Not really a hobby, but and how to get extra letters in there. That's why I love my erasable stuff. Connection. And their hobby I like is research, because I love researching. Okay. Word of the month. Maybe relax. Book of the month. I'm just gonna put my daily grind planner. Theme of the month. It's already perfect. And then one fresh habit, ritual or routine for physical stuff, mindset, growth, calm, home, and creative. One fresh physical routine. Just check in with my body. Just really pay attention to listening to what it needs. And if it says just rest and just do something fun, don't work, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, mindset. It's kind of the same thing. Listen to inner voice. both. I'm going to put rest as much as needed because that's hard for me. Calm. I think I'm going to add a morning meditation because I already do really well with evening meditation. Home. Maybe declutter one thing per day. Unless that's too much, and then I'll check in with my body, listen to my inner voice, rest as much as needed, and meditate about it. All right, creative. I'm just going to write something, whether it's part of a book or some research. Just write something. Okay. I'm not going to worry about this page. Let's recover. Because, yeah, this month is almost over. Okay. And this is the part where I'm just going to see if it's going to replace my actual planner, although I wouldn't replace it until next year because I love my planner. But, you know, testing it out. Okay, what do we have going on this week? Yeah. Stuff. Yes. And overall, and I'm going to color code. That's what I do. Overall priority is going to be rest and recover. And then secondary will be my sales goal. And already forgetting my biggest things. Oh, self-care and weight loss. I'm gonna put self-care. So this is a self and business focused week, but mostly self. Okay, so Monday, what do I have 8:10 chiro appointment, and then go to Dixon, which is where my parents live, and like when it's like my hands in here, and pick cherries. And that's gonna basically be my day because it's 2 hours each way. All right, so number 1, we pick cherries with the family. Number 2 is we're gonna be drop off products for my customer. And third priority is going to be listen to my body because that's kind of an active day. Okay, Tuesday I am picking up my sleep study stuff at 11:30. I have therapy at 1. Oh, no, 3. Normally I have therapy on Mondays, but this is different. Okay, and then Wednesday, only thing on my schedule is therapy with Brenna Ray. I think I'm gonna try. So Tuesday again is gonna be rest and recover because traveling that much in one day is gonna be hard recovering from Monday. And then this day I'm gonna Wednesday, I think I'm going to try my water fitness class. So that is at 11. And going back to the chiropractor Thursday. Gonna do some chakra dance with my mom on after that. Friday, I have my coffee and co-work. And then, oh yeah, I think I will also try to do water fitness that day. I'm not sure about Saturday and Sunday, probably something pride related with the family. Okay. Well, I'm going to put a little more thought into the priorities for each of these days, but I kind of love this. And since I already color code, it looks colorful enough. I don't think I need to decorate or use my highlighters anywhere. Love that. So excited about the weekly. Okay. So, oh gosh, this is more brain power than I have right now in most of my body and go watch TV. But I will highlight these top goal thingies while I'm doing it. And yeah, I'll check back in about how this works, but I'm kind of excited that since this has more of a weekly focus now, this might work as my main planner. And then I don't need to worry about converting another Laurel Denise. Although that was fun and it's beautiful and I love it. I would just probably find something else to decorate if I don't decorate this, but we'll see. Maybe I will decorate this. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. Cool. This has been fun. All right. Thanks for watching my ramblings. And I hope this was helpful if anybody else is working on how to do their daily grind and fill things out. I really am excited about the new format and yeah, and the idea that the daily grind planner could be my main planner now that it has a weekly thing. The month thing, this is too small for me to be usable for my month at a glance. That's the only thing that I think might not work, but I did get monthlies from Live Flip Posh, so maybe I will just have yeah, a separate monthly, or I could just put a big sticker over this. I just like, if you're gonna write what's happening on each of these days, why not just have these be big enough to write what's happening, is my thought. So yeah, daily grind gods, if you're listening, maybe a 2-page big month spread would be great. And then I really only would need one planner. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. I will see you next time.